115 points as a teenager, a San Jose Sharks scoring record, and now $94 million. Macklin Celebrini has become the highest paid player in NHL history, and somehow the biggest story may not be the money, it may be the 5-year term. On July 29th, 2026, Celebrini signed a 5-year, $94 million extension with San Jose Sharks. That is $18.8 million per season, the highest average annual value in NHL history. But here is the important detail. This extension does not begin immediately. Celebrini still has the 2026-27 season remaining on his entry-level contract. The $18.8 million cap hit begins in 2027-28 and runs through 2031-32. That means San Jose controls Celebrini for 6 more seasons, one final entry-level year, and then 5 years at the NHL's biggest cap hit. In his second NHL season, Celebrini played all 82 games and produced 45 goals, 70 assists, and 115 points. He finished 4th in NHL scoring and broke Joe Thornton's San Jose single-season record of 114 points, set in 2006-07. And because Celebrini was still 19 throughout the regular season, those 115 points became the 3rd highest total ever recorded by a teenager, with 137, and Sidney Crosby, with 120, produced more points. That is not merely star territory. Guys, this is generational territory. When Celebrini's extension begins, he will sit above every other NHL player in average annual value. Macklin did not merely enter the NHL's top salary tier, he moved directly to number 1. So why would San Jose pay the highest annual salary in league history, but receive only 5 years? You would think Mike Grier wants the full 8 for that kind of money, right? Why not secure the maximum 8 years? Here's the thing. I really do believe Mike Grier did try to get Macklin to agree to an 8-year contract, but it just wasn't going to work out. Here's why I think this is a genius move by Macklin Celebrini and his camp. Celebrini was 20 when he signed the extension and will be 21 when it begins. When the first 5-year contract expires in the summer of 2032, he will have just turned 26. An 8-year extension would have kept him under contract through the 2034-35 season, when he would have been 29. The 5-year structure therefore returns contractual control back to Macklin Celebrini 3 years earlier. This is ideal for Macklin Celebrini. Let me tell you how this works. This creates the possibility of something extraordinary, a second mega contract at age 26 for Macklin Celebrini. Instead of negotiating his next deal as a player approaching 30, Celebrini can potentially reach unrestricted free agency while still firmly inside his prime. And then there's the rising salary cap. The ceiling was $95.5 million in 2025-26. It rises to $104 million in 2026-27. San Jose is paying full superstar value immediately. But if league revenues and the salary cap continue rising through 2032, $8.8 million could gradually become a more manageable percentage of the ceiling. And as long as Macklin's performance keeps growing, with time, we can also see a growth on the increase of the value of Celebrini's next contract. This is the wager Macklin's playing. Not merely that the cap rises, but then Macklin continues rising with it. Now, a lot of you are probably wondering, why did Mike Grier, the general manager for San Jose Sharks, accept a 5-year term? Now, I wasn't in the meeting room. Oh, I wish I was. That would have been awesome. But let me tell you what. For Mike Grier to refuse making a deal with Celebrini camp, he'd be carrying enormous risk. You don't want to lose Macklin. No bad blood, no sour grapes, none of that. You just want a happy Mackey. With Celebrini entering the final year of his entry-level contract, he could have become a restricted free agent in 2027, and that's bad. San Jose could argue over term or secure the face of the franchise before another season pushed the price even higher, because there's no doubt in my mind Macklin Celebrini is going to have an even bigger year than last year. And this is why I think Mike Grier chose uncertainty. Lock in Mackey. 5 years, not bad. But here's the deal. This contract does not kick in until 2027-28 season. So effectively, San Jose still has Mackey for 6 years. That's pretty good. And here's what I also like. This agreement creates a deadline. San Jose now has 6 seasons to prove that its rebuild can become a genuine Stanley Cup contender. The Sharks have promising young talent, but potential will not be enough forever. If they build a contender around Mackey, they can have an opportunity to keep him. And if the rebuild stalls, the 5-year term gives Macklin a possibility to exit while he still has enormous market value. This is not a bad contract for San Jose. I think it's actually quite good. It locks down a generational center the Sharks hope will become their primary contention window. But Celebrini's side won something just as important as the money. They've won timing. He receives the richest annual salary in NHL history without surrendering all 8 years of control. San Jose secures its cornerstone. Celebrini preserves his future leverage. So tell me what you think. Who won the negotiation? Leave a comment below. Let's get the conversation going. Love to hear your thoughts on this. Did San Jose make the right call by accepting 5 years? Or will those missing 3 years eventually become painfully expensive? Let me know in the comments. Hit like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Bye.